Alright, so you want to get clients from Instagram and you're looking to scale your cold audience through paid advertising, but you either don't know what type of funnel to run or how to actually convert the traffic that you get into paying customers. Well, if that's actually the case for you, you're in for a big threat, since I'm actually going to show you the two most profitable funnels, as well as the actual conversion process that you can install through appointment setters so that you can actually convert followers into clients, but most importantly, have a fucking amazing ROAS, okay? And listen, this video is going to be basically just the summary of a conversation that I had with one of my clients. As a matter of fact, you can see that I took literally the conversation that we had in the meeting for inspiration for this call, okay? That said, I of course just want to let you know that this stuff actually works, and the way I can actually test to you guys is, well, with my client Elijah, who actually started working with us, got his first client in the first week after working together without even running the ads. We just actually changed the actual way in which we approach the current conversations and in which we actually engage with prospects, okay? You can see here he being a happy customer and I'm actually a happy partner, since, well, here's just an absolute savage, okay? So guys, there's going to be three parts to not only this video, but the way in which I actually want to explain this process to you. And by the way, if you want to get access to this document and the actual framework, just make sure to actually join my free Facebook group with the link in the description so that you can actually get this, okay? Otherwise, if you don't use Facebook that much, simply DM me the word access on Instagram or X, hopefully X, since Instagram I don't really use. But yeah, this is the way it's going to look like, okay? So there are three parts to make sure this process works. The first one is what I call the traffic, aka how you get prospects in the first place so that you can convert them in some way, shape, or form. The second part of the process is what I call the conversions and the actual sets, aka how you actually convert the traffic into a booked appointment and ultimately to clients. And at the end, I'm actually going to be sharing the bonus on how we use lead forms and opt-in infrastructures once you actually master this funnel, okay? This funnel is phenomenal to get to 100K per month, but once you're actually looking to scale past that, the exact infrastructure that I'm going to show you right now is going to allow you to simply transfer that data and that, let's say, lead generation funnel into more scalable funnels that you can then just scale to the moon by actually building a sales team in the backend. Make sense? So guys, here's the thing. When it comes to the traffic, it's pretty simple. You either do organic content, okay, or you do ads. The way I like to think about it is super simple, guys. When it comes to content, especially, of course, we're talking about Instagram, you're either going to do IG Reels, which of course is better than nothing, but organic traffic is just shit nowadays, almost on any platform outside of X, okay? And well, IG Reels, I also like to do tweets, okay? Of course, you have stories, etc. But again, the most bang for your buck is going to come from the IG Reels. But again, I wouldn't just base myself so much on the short form content. You guys know me, I don't really like to do short form content. The only way in which I do short form content is for my clients, and only if they are doing a platform specific client acquisition funnel like this one. But outside from that, I honestly don't really like short form content, okay? But for this sake, it actually does help just to nurture your existing followers, okay? So this is stage one, content. Stage two is what I call the actual audience building ads. If you're like us, DM ads, in which we actually focus more on the ROAS, and we actually are able to see like how much it takes us to generate a lead. And actually calculating the ROAS is much simpler, since you know how much it takes you to get a DM lead, then how much it takes you to book a meeting from these leads. And also at the end of the day, it's super simple to know, well, the actual attribution on the ad spend, as well as what you get at the end of the day. The problem with follower ads, like most people call them, is that, yeah, you can get the followers, but you don't know if these people come, for example, from your IG Reels, from your ads, from your tweets, from your stories, if you're following my strategies from the YouTube content call to actions. So at the end of the day, this makes it really hard to track the ROAS, okay? So that's going to be the first one, DM ads. Then you're going to run cold audience building ads. This is literally just running ads to a cold audience via interests. But here's one that I don't see many people talking about, and that I'm going to share it right here with you guys before everybody starts to steal it, so you know who you heard it from. The best type of follower ads that you can run is what I call the 1% lookalike followers, okay? And by the way, this is something that you cannot do from the typical boosting reels from your cell phone that everybody is preaching nowadays. You actually need to learn how to use the ads manager in order to do so. And if you want me to do a tutorial on how that works, like this video and leave a comment. But essentially what that means is that you're going to tell Meta, hey, I have, I don't know, 10K followers, for example. I want you to find me 1% lookalike audiences of all of the followers that I've got from the previous 365 days or the previous half a year, whatever it might be. So that based on this lookalike audience, you can actually get exactly people who are most likely to follow you anyways, because of course you're already building your audience, either by running the ads or by the content or by the YouTube call to actions or whatever it might be. Then guess what? Meta can literally go to the 1% most similar to those already followers that you have and tell them, hey, this guy is running this promotion, go ahead and follow him. And guess what? You're easily going to cut in half the current price per follower that you're having. Make sense? Super banger. Nobody's doing this because nobody knows how to run ads. But if you actually want me to make a video on how that looks like, then just let me know in the comments. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, make sure to subscribe, okay? So that would be the first part, the traffic. Now that we get traffic, here's how we start talking about conversions and sets. And when it comes to the Instagram funnels, there's actually two main ways in which we go about having appointment setters converting the attention into a book call. That one is through DM appointment setters, and the other one is through fun appointment setters. Make sense? Super simple. And by the way, you have to choose one. Of course, you should choose one if you have a small team or you really don't have that much of a budget. I would start first of all with DM appointment setting, and then through SMS and outbound dialing appointment setting. Okay? So super simple. Once you start getting followers, here's the order in which you're going to start reaching out to prospects. First of all, whenever you go to your inbox, probably you already have conversations from previous days. So the first thing you gotta do is clean the fresh responses. Second thing is you're going to start doing the follow-ups. KPI is doing at least 100 follow-ups per day. Number 3 is going to be actually contacting the content engagers, okay? This is either people who engage on your posts, on your reels, on your tweets, on your stories, whatever it might be. These people are, of course, raising their hand. These are the people you want to reach out to. And then once you're done with this, you're going to start reaching out to the new followers and actually try to get them on the phone, okay? And just so you guys know, the best way to actually start conversation with new followers is by sending them a video that can be personalized at scale. It doesn't mean that you're going to personalize every video, but you just record one video once and you simply are going to say something like, hey, I just happened to be here scrolling on my cell phone and I saw that you started following me. Man, really appreciate it. I just have a free training that is private just to my clients. If you want to get access to it, just let me know or drop a thumbs up and I will be happy to send it your way. Anyways, make sure to go and watch my YouTube videos and enjoy them in the meantime. Boom. Let's say that you get on average 30 new followers per day. I promise you that if you actually do that, you're going to get at least 20 people to reply. If you get 20 people to reply, it's almost impossible. Even if you're the worst appointment setter, you're going to be able to book at least 4-3 meetings from that, okay? And that's how you're going to be able to set appointments from this, okay? That's the first way, DM appointment setting. The other way is once you actually have your Instagram profile optimized, you're going to have a BSL funnel in the actual link in bio. Make sense? And what you're going to be able to do is collect the emails, okay? And the phone numbers, okay? And this is this is a cell phone, okay? And why is this important? Number one, people who get to see your profile are going to be able to engage if you actually hit a nerve through your content. These people are going to opt in to this BSL funnel, which ultimately is going to allow you to outbound dial and send SMS messages, okay? And here's how it looks like. If you want to set up an automation, you can make a quick YouTube search to learn how that works. But what you can do is that every single time a new lead opts in to your opt-in, get a Slack notification so that you or your appointment setter actually gets to know that somebody opted in. Okay, that way you don't have to live on the ClickFunnels or the Go High Level funnel builder to see if you're actually getting leads. And that way, in the moment that somebody opts in, what you're going to do is call them. Okay, well, you actually can wait 10-15 minutes depending on how much your BSL actually lasts. Some people are going to book inbound 100%, which is of course ideal. But in case that they don't, you are going to call all of the people after 15 or 20 minutes and triage them so that you can maybe book them on the phone. Okay, and you can actually book a call over there. And in case that they don't reply or you're not able to book the appointment, then you're simply going to start doing the follow-ups. Okay, and that's going to be by SMS plus WhatsApp and IG. And you're going to say, oh, but is an IG DM appointment setting? Yeah, but of course, for the sake of this example, you understand my point. What you're going to start doing is collect also the Instagram handle in this opt-in funnel over here so that you can also keep a separate pipeline for Instagram appointment setting, okay? Super simple, guys, and these are you can think of this as two super powerful funnels, which actually they are, or you can think of this as one main funnel that has two different conversion processes, which is also true, okay? This is why I really like this process. And the last thing that I would want to say is that the beauty of this is that once you are actually hitting this 100K months, the reality, guys, is that this infrastructure here, specifically this one that I just mentioned, is going to allow you to apply this same process on calling the opt-ins on different platforms, because now instead of just relying on Instagram, you can also start running lead form ads on Facebook. That allows you to do that now at scale. Instead of having to rely to the follower ads and all of that good jazz over here, you can run lead form ads where you immediately get people to actually engage with you, and you can get more and more and more leads without having to go through that filter of getting a follower in the first place. Make sense? And also this applies for BSL funnels in general. So for example, once you, if you for example have a validated BSL funnel, the reality guys is that this part in here, you can completely destroy. And look at this, you can start running these BSL funnels, for example, on, well, of course on Meta, like I just mentioned, on TikTok, on YouTube, and everywhere. Make sense? This is the beauty of this process. Once you have the infrastructure built in, you're going to easily apply the same process and SOPs on all other platforms. Make sense? So guys, hopefully this video was helpful. Call to action time. Right now we're looking for 2 coaches or agencies above 10K per month that we can actually partner up with and literally just scale them on a profit share basis. Really soon we're going to start charging a small retainer on top of the profit share. And the reason why is because, well, in this specific offer right now we have only one client, which is Elijah, and literally he's getting phenomenal results without even launching the ads. Okay, so if you actually want to apply for that, go ahead to the link in the description to see how it works, how it would look like. We're going to have a friendly conversation first, since this is really custom made for every client, because we're really interested in diving deeper per client instead of just going mass scale. For people in my audience who are really just beginners, I have great news. I'm going to be soon releasing what used to be just my coaching program in a more accessible fashion, so that you guys can actually get started, get a couple of clients, and then we can partner up together. Make sense? And for everybody else, guys, listen, I will be leaving a link over here at the end so that you can learn more on how you can apply this, but on other platforms, as well as the actual things that you need to make sure to master before this is done. Make sense? So without further ado, go ahead and watch the other video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want more information like this one. Speak soon. Bye.